Allays, now still the Potmanto today. That program where they tell us say they get the mind to chook mouth for all the matters where other programs they're not the fit chook mouth put. As soon as I'm not be our regular terrain now we day, we get to carry our camera, carry everything where we get. Come meet this ogbonge person where we carry come on top the Potmanto today. This will not be play matter because no matter where serious and so no matter where we get to chook mouth put on top the Potmanto today. Today I get a very powerful Nigerian with me on top the show. This man served Nigeria in the area of policing from cadet come reach the level of commissioner of police when he retire in the year 2012. I no go talk too much on top am because na person wey be say once una see am like this una go know who this oga be. This oga serve for big offices. At some point he become the deputy commissioner of police for state criminal investigation department, that one they call panti, where he dey for Yaba. From there he grow to the ranks of commissioner of police in serve for Edo State in the year 2012. I think I don dey get who I dey try talk about now. In the early part of his age, in time for Nigerian police, he serve am for the southeast region of Nigeria. Abeg me I no talk too much. Ladies and gentlemen, I get my own very big oga inside our with me on top of our camera today, Dr. Olayinka Bashir Balogun, retired commissioner of police. Oga, you are welcome to the Potmanto today.
Thank you.
Since when I know you in the police service, you have always been a serious person.
It has to be so.
How?
The job is a serious job.
Okay.
Security work is a serious job. Very serious and important. Not be joke.
Wow.
It can't be joke. Now serious matter.
Wow.
Yes.
All right, sir. Quick one. Make we just enter inside the matter because we know say you dey very busy. You know, in fact, it can't be like say you busy now when you don't retire than when you dey service. You know, you studied political science.
Yeah.
That was your first degree.
Yes.
And as at that time, you attended Obafemi Awolowo University, then University of Ife.
Yeah.
All right. And then in that region, politics was very prominent. Politics was booming and it was doing well. Why did you not go into politics that you now look in the way of policing?
Political science does not mean politics. There are two different things. Political science has to do with distribution of amenities through acquisition of power. So you don't really need to go into the kind of politics that we are talking about. Okay. But you can assist the community through politics. So political science as at that time, even up to now, does not mean that one has to be a politician the way people look
are
at
concepting
No,
it.
not necessarily. But I also tell you that, like we are saying, policing is a serious matter. It has its own politics too. Arranging things and making sure that the right person is put in some of these places so that you can get what you want. And like I said, once you grasp security very well, every other thing will fall into place.
You started as a cadet on the 1st of August 1980. How was it for you then? What was the experience like?
I always loved disciplined job. Any job that has to do with rigidity, discipline, I've always loved such jobs. So I didn't have any problem managing myself as a cadet ASP. And of course, cadet ASP that time was the biggest office for university graduates. Cadet simply means starting point. But I never one day regretted being a policeman because I always loved a uniformed, disciplined job.
So like you like organized,
yes, organized
environment.
Disciplined job. Yes.
Yeah. And how did it help shape you?
Of course it did, because one was able to choose what you want to do, what you want to become. After joining the police, I discovered that I must also be a lawyer to be able to help myself in the job and for the job to be useful to people. A policeman should be a lawyer, even if he's not a degree holder in law, because a policeman must know the law. When you are going to execute a law, you must know that law. And so being in a disciplined job also helped me to discover myself, and I decided that I was going to add law to whatever discipline I already had.
Okay, we'll take it up from there. So that a policeman must be able to know a bit of the law, even if it's not at the big level. Okay, now police has come under serious criticism. Yes. Nigerian police, yes. You understand, we've seen them, being accused of one thing or the other, indiscipline, corruption, you understand, recklessness, and you understand the missile. And even at recent time, we saw some, like the case of that guy in Delta State that was shot by a police, and there was a video that made the rounds recently too of a policeman, bragging that anybody who dares to video him while he's disposing his job, that he will gun that person down. You see, these are the some kind of behaviors that we are seeing among the police officers, and all along we've been looking at it as it's one bad egg thing, it's one individual thing. But since then till now, we're still talking about the same issues with police. Are we looking at it as it's an institutional thing?
It cannot be. In a society, in any society, you must have every type of people, every behavior, so to say. That a man is a policeman doesn't make him a saint. And that is why there is institutionalized mode of punishment. The society envisages deviance. There must be. In any society, there must be some people who will not obey the law, who will misbehave. But what the society does is to ensure that such people are punished. If you have been following the police hierarchy, just about 5-6 days ago, the Police Service Commission released a list of officers that had just been punished for various offenses. Some of them were dismissed outrightly, some were reduced in rank, some were made to repeat a particular number of years on a rank. Those are punishments that are institutionalized, and they are still on, and they will be on till the end of the world, and they are everywhere. Why the policeman is very prominent when he commits an offense is because he is supposed to be like the Caesar's wife that should be above board. So when you see a little deviance from a policeman, it must catch people's attention, because he's not supposed to do so. And that's why his punishment is more severe than maybe an ordinary civilian. I want to let you know that there must be such people in any setup. What is most important is for such people to be punished for whatever offenses they have committed. But you can't stop it.
Yeah, but what we are looking at, what we are saying is this: with all these measures that the police have put in place to stop or to curb or to forestall these things, we still see them that they are on the rise. You understand?
No,
it's still going on like every day.
No. I don't believe that they're on the rise. They are not, but it happens. And like I said, it is difficult for such things not to happen. You must remember that we are not all from the same family. We are not from the same parent. It's like blaming schools for the misbehavior of some students. But we are forgetting that when a student, when a boy wakes up in the morning, the first people he will see are the parents. It is the parents that say it's time to go and pray. Oh yeah, let's eat. Come and take your uniform. A parent stays with a child 20-something hours. Right from about 5 a.m. when they wake up, he will stay with that child, directing him one thing or the other, till about 8 when he goes to school. The boys or girls stays in school till about 2 or 3. If he's not in boarding house, comes back. from that time is back in the same environment. So most of the things that should be corrected in a student should be corrected by the parents. Same thing happens to some of these institutions. A policeman is not from the sky, he is not from the moon. He is from a particular family, from a particular home. And in some cases, some of these parents do even encourage their children to misbehave. Maybe they have a standard. They've set a standard for him. If you are a police officer, you should be able to do this one. In the next 5 years, you'll be able to build a house. Some parents would warn the children, don't spoil my name. Whatever you want to do there, remember the son of whom you are. If you are tired of the job, come home. Don't go. So that is the societal influence that you see happening. If a man is not strong enough, if he is not morally strong, it could be led astray by peer groups. My friend is riding a car. I should be able to ride the car too. Those people who are doing Yahoo, they are making a lot of money. Why can't I join them? But if you are strengthened, if you have a good background, it will help you. So the policeman, as a person, is not an angel. He didn't descend from the sky. In as much as I'm not encouraging any bad behavior, because we are supposed to be above board, like Caesar's wife. But where you find one or two people misbehaving, it's not fair to judge the whole force.
Okay, what about, is there any role our recruitment process play in this?
Yes, there is, but you go back to what I have just said. We are not recruiting these people from Ghana. We are not recruiting people from the Mars or from the moon. We are recruiting people from you, from your community. So, if it is time for recruitment, and a father suddenly looks at a boy who has been misbehaving in the house, say, this one that has refused to go to school, this one that has refused to learn a trade, make you go join police. So if you push such a person into the police, you cannot expect him to behave otherwise. So recruitment is a process. The people who are recruiting are already formed in most cases. When you want to recruit into the cadet ASP, you look for a graduate.
Okay.
If it's a cadet inspector, you look for another. If it's a recruit constable, you know. So those people are already formed. We are just going to the market to pick them. So if they are already formed positively, it will reflect when they come to the police. If they are bad in the formation, it will reflect. But I concede one fact, that we are supposed to be able to mold them more. That is the essence of this training. You force some people to drop some ideas, whether they like it or not. Say, look, you are now in the police, you can't keep afro hair, and you must have a low cut. You are now in the police, you can't put something in your ear. You cannot wear earring as a man. So we can influence along that line. But honestly, it's going to be difficult for the society to say we should mold completely. But anybody that falls out of that standard will not go unpunished. Yes.
I was having a conversation with some people. In fact, that was one of the reasons why I had to look for you, sir. You know, it was actually a police officer, right? He was doing something, and some people were telling him that, after all, you are a police. You know, the way he answered them at the public, then he said, this one I work, police now work, I just the manage am. Make her for not just their house, now make her they do am. You understand me now? This one I work. In fact, that was what he said in public. And so I said, why is this man talking like this? So let's talk about their welfare, police welfare, beyond salaries now. You understand? Do you think the average Nigerian police officer is well taken care of? I mean, in terms of mental support, emotional well-being, general welfare that helps a police officer to, you know, to function well, both as a professional and as an individual too?
Well, those are questions that you also can answer. If you ask a policeman, how much is your salary? of a particular cadre. If you go and ask a counterpart in another profession, you may see some disparities there. So if two men are doing the same job and they are being paid differently and the welfare is not as commensurate as it ought to be, such person will react. And it's that one is an extreme. To say this one I work, you can see that it's out of frustration.
That is why I came up with this, that emotional well-being, you understand, their psychological well-being.
But you have said it. You have said it. Will a man say, this one I work, if it's actually work? If a man is well paid, if he's well housed, and the uniform is okay, will he complain? By the time somebody complains like that, you should go and find out. As I'm talking to you now, some policemen are demonstrating at the National Assembly. Are you not aware?
Yeah.
They are complaining because some of them have not received their pension for some time. The pension in some cases can be very low. I'm an example. If you know how much I'm earning as a retired commissioner of police, you will not believe it. So, such people can voice out. Some may not. I'm a lawyer. I'm practicing. I make some extra money in addition to whatever I'm being paid as pension. Those who don't have such facilities cannot talk the way I'm talking. They will feel worse than I'm feeling. So that is what has happened. And I think those people are not pretending. That's the truth about it. They are not pretending. It is actually true that there is problem with our remuneration, both those who have retired and those in service. And I think opportunities like this will come so that those who are in authority will know. But I know that the current government is making effort. They are listening. They have set up various committees to definitely people know that the policeman is not the best of civil servants in this country. There's no doubt about that. But we are hoping and praying that something will happen and there will be improvement.
You said something that aside being a police, that you are also a lawyer.
Yeah.
Now, the nowadays police, we're looking at the enormosity of the work, you know, that they are having at hand now. You understand? Most of them, they just do the work and focus solely on the work that is given to them. Some of them don't even have enough time maybe to go and upgrade themselves academically or to upgrade, you know, their status. You understand what I'm trying to say? So now, what advice do you have for an average policeman serving in this condition in terms of upgrading themselves? You understand what I'm trying to say? Because you did it. Today you are retired. You are back to doing your job as a solicitor.
The mouth can only talk out of the abundance of the heart. For a man to decide he wants to go back to school, he wants to go and upgrade himself, that must be enough for him to live for the family, so that while he goes back to school, so that the family will not suffer. Or if he wants to go back to school, will he not pay fees? Will he not take care of himself? So if what we are saying is that what he has now is not enough to get himself, how will he have extra for those ones? Notwithstanding, the police organizes trainings. As I'm talking to you now, a lot of policemen are in various colleges on training. But that one is more to update him on the job. But if he wants to do something extra, maybe for the future, he will have to make special arrangements for that. But people go on training. Police college, we have police colleges all over the country.
Yes.
As we are training new entrants, we are also retraining those in service.
On the job.
In Kano, in Wudil, police staff college in Jos, police college in Ibadan, all over the place. You find policemen there undergoing training, not necessarily new recruits. Those on the service are also brought in 3 months, 6 months, 6 weeks to brush them up so that they can catch up. They also go out. A lot of policemen also go outside the country for training. So it goes on.
All right, we have a very short break. at this point so that we can take water or take coffee. You understand me now? Then after this short break, we will come back to equipment and work tools, because this is also one of those things that the police are complaining about, that they don't have adequate equipment and work tools to face the challenges that is before them. We'll take this short break. When we come back, we'll go enter that part of this conversation with our guy himself.
Are you looking for a fast, reliable, and secure delivery solution? Look no further than Sailwheels Global Logistics. Whether you're managing personal deliveries or business logistics, we've got you covered with service guarantee, speed, safety, and efficiency. From warehousing to vehicle chartering, interstate shipping, or doorstep delivery, our team ensures every package arrives on time. Now, are you ready to experience seamless logistics? Contact us today through WhatsApp or call at 090-196-00394 or drop us an email at sailwheelslogistics@gmail.com. We are always here to assist.
Sailwheels Global Logistics, delivering dreams, exceeding expectations.
This now still the Potmanto today. That program will tell us they get the mind to chook mouth for all the matters where other programs are not the fit chook mouth put. And we deal with our Ogbonge Oga here, Oga himself, CP Olayinka, Bashir Balogun, Oga where served as the Commissioner of Police for Edo State until 2012, where he retired from police work. We don't talk so many things about the police, their welfare, their lifestyle, everything. We don't talk. Now we want to enter equipment and work tools. Oga Balogun, most of the Nigerian police officers, they are complaining of lack of adequate equipment, lack of tools, so that to face the job on ground, and that the people are putting more pressure on them, you understand, but they are not having the necessary equipment, you understand, to face, this job that is, placed before them. And if you truly look at the way things are going in the society today, it's like because of the issue of the insurgency, banditry, the federal government or government is like tilting towards equipping the military more. And I don't know if they are remembering to also upgrade and equip the police. Are you understanding me now? So what is your observation on this? Are the police truly not well equipped?
We cannot compare the police and the military. They have different jobs. They have different focus. The police is solely for internal security, while the military will face external aggression. And they use different tools and equipment. So the policeman will not be envying a soldier for the kind of equipment that he's using. We are not supposed to go to the border. We are not supposed to face bandits. We are supposed to do our job internally. It is local crimes and so on. So it will not be proper to start saying because the military had this, they had that. What did the police have? The police should only have what it will use for internal job, internal portion of crime. If those equipment are not enough or not sophisticated enough, then that's where we raise our own voice. And a lot of us have been doing so. A lot of police officers, both serving and retired, have always been talking of this equipment. The one that is commensurate to the job that we are given. That's what we're asking for. Vehicles, arms, ammunition, and some other things that would enhance that job. But we're not competing. We should not compete with the military. We have our own scope, we have our own equipment, and it is towards those equipment that we are raising. And most of the requests we make, either to the National Assembly or to the Police Council or the Commission, are based on those things that we need in our various police stations to patrol and so on. And I think a lot. The policeman is a big organization. The police force is a big organization. Whoever is our father had so many children to feed, to clothe. So at times, that problem may come in as a result of the fact that there are a lot of things to face. But so far, we must comment, because the government has never said he's tired of the police. No. Rather, he's only complaining that we are always complaining. And we are always complaining because the complaint is not about us alone. It's also about the society. A policeman must be fully equipped for the job you ask him to go and do. So it's not for us, it's for the society. If you're asking a policeman to go and guard 4 houses, you must give him something that will make him to be able to cover those houses. Maybe
so in your observations, yes, sir, the police are not well equipped.
So no organization can be well equipped. It's not possible. The little lapses must be there, because if it is 100% done, then why are we talking at all? I have once confronted a friend, NEPA in those days. Mm-hmm. And when you complain, when you tell them this, they will tell you that, look, in a community B, where there are 10 houses, that community will grow to 15 houses. And at times they will not even know. So if they want to extend cable wire to those extra 5 houses, it will need something. It will mean extra budgeting and so on. So at times, the police problem may come from the fact that the population is growing, crime is growing, and it will not be proportionate to what we have. That's why we complain. It's not possible for an organization to say we are well equipped. Even the military officers are also complaining. Doctors are complaining that they don't have enough. They have 20 syringes. They have 50 patients. They have 5 beds. They have 10 patients. So that complaint will go on till the end of the world. But we are saying that because this one is security.
Yes, which is paramount.
Without security, every other section will not function.
Will not function.
So that's why we make more noise, we make more demand, and we expect the government to see from that our angle. That there's this school, which has this motto, non-CB said Allays. Mm-hmm. It's not for us, but for others. So what the policeman is asking for, everything that the policeman is asking for, is to be able to take care of the society. If a policeman is well fed, if he is well paid, if he is well housed, his services will be different. So we want the societies to see it from that angle. Not the question of police people. Now only you did there. No, not only we did there, but we are very important. We are very pivotal. So special attention must be paid to the policemen.
Yeah. In recent time, we've discovered that technology have taken off almost everywhere. Every career, every work, whatever you do, technology, there's always an inch or a pinch of technology in it. You understand? I remember some time ago, the former governor of Lagos State, Governor Akinwumi Ambode, he commissioned a police computer center, IT center. You understand? Which they said, oh, this one is going to help the police to do their work digitally, making the work easier and all those stuff. So how far have we gone in the area of digitalizing policing in Nigeria?
There's no doubt about the fact that technology had come into the long before now. Most of the things that we do manually then, they've gone tech now. A lot of police officers are computer literate. They are very, very, they can manipulate the computer, they can manipulate, but maybe the problem is that it is never enough because of the large society that we are serving. There's no village in Nigeria that you won't find a policeman. We are so spread, and when something is spreading, it will be thinning along the line. The technology thing is there. Go to various police stations, headquarters. You will see we have serious computer establishment in most police headquarters where you can press button and something will start showing you on this and that. But the issue is, we are many. That these things may not go round immediately. When I was Commissioner of Police in Benin, the governor gave my command some vehicles. And journalists came and started congratulating me. Oh, Balogun, this is good. I said, yes. I now discussed with some of them, if I'm giving 100 vehicles, and from Benin to Asaba, or from Benin to Uromi, if I would need to put a vehicle at every 5 kilometers, how many vehicles do you think I would need?
For the entire Edo State.
That is the logic. And that is where the problem comes in. The adequacy of some of these things is what I'm talking about. If you have 50 vehicles, and you have 200 stretch of kilometer, how do you do it? And when we are talking of this stretch, we are talking of from Benin towards this side, from Benin towards the other side, and you cannot leave one out.
Yes.
So at times where we need to put 10 vehicles, we may not be able to put more than 3. And don't forget, if you have this number of vehicles, they have to be serviced, they have to be fueled, they have to be driven. Technology or no technology, there are a lot of things that will still have to put human hand. It is human hand that will press
those
a button for a machine to start. Even if you are going to do infrared remote control, you still need to press it for the engine to.
But are we not grown to the level of our police officers now, using body cameras and then using all these technology gadgets?
Of course,
like body cam.
Yeah. A lot of policemen wear it.
But we hardly see it on them, because these days you discover that it's even the citizens that are wearing these cameras more. That is why the police are like, this your glasses, remove them before I fit talk to you. This thing,
those ones that are, those policemen that react like that, they're not reflecting what we taught them. A policeman is supposed to expose himself to the community, to the person that he's talking to. A policeman is supposed to allow a camera to come when he's taking somebody's statement, but that is the law. Those who may not be favorably disposed toward that thing may be suffering from inadequacy of education, of knowledge, of exposure. When we see those ones, we educate them. You have to, whether you like it or not, the law is that you must allow the society to know what you are doing.
What you are doing.
Like I said, I'm a lawyer. I recently had a matter that the chambers almost lost, because the lawyer from the other end was saying that our client was not allowed to bring in a cameraman to film the proceedings. And the law is that if you don't allow that thing, when we go to court, we'll lose the case. So we have to go back to Port Harcourt to rehash the thing, to correct that anomaly. So some policemen may not know. If a policeman knows that he must be properly filmed when a matter is going on, in order for him not to lose that case in court, he will agree. So some of them may not even know. So we have been going around to educate them and let people know. But the real problem, like I said, is that the government needs to provide more resources, because they have more people to take care of in the police. And for this technology to go around, you know how much this thing costs now? A computer, you know how much it costs? You know how much the camera will cost? And these are things that are necessary, but they cost a lot of money. We want the society to understand. So when they meet officers who are not conversant with some of these things, there's no need to quarrel with them.
On a sideline, sir, who fuels the police vehicle? Is it the police themselves or federal government fuels their vehicle?
The police has allocation.
Okay.
The police has a budget, like every organization. This is 10 billion for this quarter.
Okay.
Maybe given to the IG. The IG will further share it. Commissioner A. This is your so the commissioner will now know how many vehicles do I have, how many liters of fuel will I need in a week, and in most cases we have dumps, we have workshop officers, so that some of these vehicles get fuel in those places. Yes. So it is the government and the police that fuel their vehicles.
So it is not the citizens that fuel police vehicle, because sometimes when you go,
the citizens that fuel it, it's not their money.
It's yeah, I know what I'm trying to say, sir. Like sometimes when you call the police or you go to the police, you say, we don't have fuel in our vehicle. Oh, can you buy fuel for us? Can you do this for us before we can go? You understand? We are just like trying to clarify all this.
That person can say no.
Has the right to say no.
He's not obliged.
Okay.
Because there are provisions for it. It is still the same money we collect from the government, which the government collect from the people, that they use to fund the police. If a citizen wants a service from the police and the police insists that citizen should pay for it, he has the right to say no. He can refuse.
And escalate the matter, right?
That would be between him and those people.
Police.
If it is true, if that man knows actually that he will need that service, and maybe he won't lose anything by adding something to propel that job, he can do so, but no law compels him to do so.
Okay, let's talk about the state policing. The National Assembly recently passed the bill on the state policing. What shifts is this going to give our policing system? How is it going to affect our policing system if it starts?
The good thing that will happen if it takes off. Community policing is not new. All over the world, you have the community.
Okay, sir, sorry. Is the state policing also community policing? Are they the same thing? Because I was going to ask if there is a difference between them.
People are just trying to confuse issues.
Okay.
The police will operate in a community. So community policing simply means getting the members of the public to be more involved in policing. Yes. So that it won't be government. No, it will be our own. So that a community will take the police in the environment as one of them, as part of them, ready to assist them in most of the things they are doing. And that is why the issue of state police will now come in, because state police will operate in community that is policing itself. So that the DPO, the area commander, will be members of that community. They will speak the same language, they will have the same culture, so it will be very easy to even use body language to solve some crimes.
Talk.
Yes, you don't need to do too much writing.
Yes.
Somebody will just say, look, this man is not from here. How do you know? Even the way that I'm looking at this man now, I know he's not from this place. And that helps a lot. Or I know him, his uncle was living here. You don't know me, but I know you now. And that solves a lot of problems. You speak the language of the people, you have the same body language with them, you have the same culture, you have better understanding, and you get closer. That is, I have a PhD in community policing.
Yes.
One line that goes across that study is that community policing and state police will mean that the community will own the police. It won't be that DPO, they just brought him here yesterday, we don't even know him. No, that DPO will be
from that place.
So the community will own the police. OWN, you own it. It's not, you don't need anybody to explain to you. The way a parent would look at the child and want to do anything for that child, that's the way state police will work in a community that is policing itself.
So what about the fears that is surrounding, this state policing, that it might be hijacked by some powerful people in the society, that they might begin to do the bidding like, hey, who pays the piper, dictates the tune thing, you understand? This fear is in the air. Do you also share that sentiment?
I don't share the fear because there is no human endeavor that will not have a problem. None. So if you say because the plane crashes once in a while, let us start trekking to Kano. Because a woman may die if he has a child, then let us stop getting married. Rather, when you want to do an endeavor, you look at it. This endeavor, you first of all agree, is it desirable? If you say yes, we need it. Okay, what are the problems? When a pilot is about to take off, the weather people will tell him, you can't go now.
Yeah.
If that pilot listen to the expert, there'll be no problem. So emphasis is now laid on managing the space, managing the sky. And once those things are done, the problem will be resolved. A woman will have problem if she's pregnant, but a lot of antenatal care, calling the doctor, this is what a pregnant woman should take, this is what is not. Once those things are followed, the trouble will be reduced. So the issue of hijacking, it is normal for some people to want to push something to their advantage, to the disadvantage of others. But when there are rules, there will be rules. Community policing, state policing, federal policing, they are cousins.
Okay.
But there will be strict demarcation of rules. A particular offense is a state offense. Federal, don't touch it.
Okay.
A particular offense is federal offense.
State, stay clear.
Even now we have something like that. No case of murder can be handled by division. No case of armed robbery can be handled by division. If it is reported to you as a DPO, somebody died, they think they killed. As soon as the matter is reported to you, you parcel everything to state CID. High level murder cases, big fraud cases, those are going to be federal offenses. So state will restrict itself to local offenses, local crime that affect the life of the community every day. Every day. High level fraud is for big time, smuggling or whatever. And at the end of it, there are agencies for those various areas. A policeman should not handle the smuggling case. He should not handle any drug matter. The same thing. State police will be restricted. There will be line. There will be list of matters that will be state matter, the one that will be federal matter. It is done in other parts of the world. There's no reason why we cannot do it here.
Yeah.
More so, state police will increase number of policemen in every environment. And the more the merrier. If you have 20 federal police officers in Lagos, and the state starts its own, and they have another 20, that is 40 policemen. And there's no policeman that will not stop a crime if he sees it. He won't say I'm federal. No. So the more the merrier. And of course, the more they are, the more they will attract equipment. And those ones that will be handled by the state, there will be more enthusiasm. Whatever you buy for your son or your daughter, you know that it's for that house. And so you want to give everything that you can to make sure that that boy turns out to be a good boy. So state police will attract a lot of goodies from the society.
So we can call it state police and community police. They are the same.
It's the same thing. One is the receptacle of the other one.
Okay.
State police cannot be in vacuum. It is the community. And it's the community that will make use of it. I was DC operations in Oyo State some years back, and I approached one elderly person, well-to-do. I asked him, on behalf of my CP, I should buy us a patrol vehicle. The man said, yes, I can buy a patrol vehicle, but I hope you won't take it to Abuja. He said no, because if the IG say you should bring it, will you not take it there? But if you are going to use it here, I will even buy two. That is the essence of state
police.
Yes, that is different, and that is the essence, the personal touch that you bring to the police and policing in that environment.
Rounding up, sir, can you please just share in just 2-3 minutes an unforgettable moment in your days as a police officer? One moment that you can never forget, either good or bad. Can you share it with us?
I've answered this question 1 or 2 times. I was almost shot by armed robber, or I was almost shot by my own men, because we had a scare, armed robbery scare or something. So we went to the place. I went with some men. When we got there, we needed reinforcement. So I called for reinforcement. So when those people came, they didn't know where we were.
Oh.
Because it was in the night. So we almost shot ourselves.
Oh.
But luckily we were able to. That's one thing.
That's truly unforgettable.
I was in the east that time.
If you had to holistically rate the Nigerian police of today as a countryman now, they say rate the Nigerian police now, how will you rate them?
We are doing very well.
Are you sure?
Given the circumstances, we are doing very well. How much is the salary of a sergeant in the police? How much is the salary of a sergeant in the other area? Go and find out. Look at our barracks. I haven't seen those barracks. Are those places fit for that? And yet they still come out of that place. They still go to work. They still come back. They still manage to make sure that they carry that thing. The Nigeria Police Force and the men, they are doing very, very well.
Finally, if you have 1 minute with Mr. President, what will you tell him about the police?
Welfare. Issue welfare.
Upgrade their lifestyle.
Welfare.
You know.
Yes.
Do you like to chew or you like to swallow?
The same way. There are some things you cannot chew. You have to swallow it like that.
Which one do you always want to take? I
can take
swallow
the two.
The hungry me, chew the hungry me.
The two.
So the two pass.
Anyone that is available, that's the one you take.
But you stayed a long time in Benin. Now you should love swallow. Benin swallow a lot.
What about Yorubas?
They swallow here too, but Benin they swallow well.
There's nowhere you don't swallow. Because there's some food you cannot but swallow. You can't chew it. If you want to continue to chew it, they will finish the food.
So sometimes they swallow rice.
Yes. Very much so. There's some people swallow rice. They don't chew at all.
They don't chew rice.
If you continue to chew your own, the plate will be empty.
Wow. Thank you so much, CP Olayinka Bashir Balogun. It's been a wonderful time here with you. Doctor. Let me put that doctor, let them know that you are also a doctor and you are a barrister, you know, and the solicitor of the Supreme Court of Nigeria. It's been a wonderful time with you, sir. Please, sir, can I have a handshake?
My pleasure.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We appreciate. We'll come back again whenever we have issues around the police setting and every other thing in the society. Thank you so very much.
When you come back with a plate of something to swallow.
That means you love swallow.